Hey folks, welcome back. Just a interesting little video about the creation of the New York State DEC and where its origins actually come from. Way back in England, Anglo-Saxon England, 1066, no hunting was allowed on royal hunting grounds unless allowed by the Norman king. And this was designed to protect the venison and other game animals that most people required to eat back then. And this was to ensure that the royal families got the food before the peasants were allowed to get anything, hence living off scraps and whatever they could acquire in their own little areas. Then came along Henry II, and he declared all of Huntingdonshire to be royal grounds, hunting grounds. And the penalty was incredibly harsh. This was a capital offense if you were caught hunting on the royal hunting grounds without permission. And we can just assume how often that permission was granted. Probably not often at all. Probably usually in the harsh winters when they actually had to feed their slaves and servants. Now let's fast forward to America in the 19th century. Unregulated hunting and fishing and supposed habitat destruction apparently was on the rise. Moose, deer, turkey, elk, so on and so forth, were supposedly were almost wiped out. Now this is the history that was written on the DEC website. If you look it up, it's full of bullshit. Um, Lumber had supposedly been cut down recklessly. Whole forests wiped out. Which, come on, anybody in America can see that's bullshit. We have lots of trees, and I'm not saying go ahead and push deforestation. We should definitely be a little responsible in cutting down lumber. You cut one down, you plant one. It seems like a fair deal to me. But who knows? None of us were alive in the 19th century, so we don't really know. We can only assume. So Theo Roosevelt and Gifford Pinchot made it a criminal offense to continue past practices of hunting and cutting lumber and basically things that the common man had to rely on in order to live. In 1880, the first fish and game protectors were formed by Governor Alonzo Cornell. Interesting name. And this was, he had given his agents, the fish and game that we know of today, the power to arrest without a warrant, to seize evidence, and so on and so forth. Now, fast forward to current day, anyone that hunts or fishes will know that you got to buy a permit, you got to pay for your tags, all this, that, and the other. And you assume that money is going toward helping the environment stay, fruitful. But we all know that's bullshit. I mean, my buddy Outdoor Wally could tell you more about this, about how, they'll take one species of fish and introduce them to another area that they're not commonly found on for some such bullshit or another, saying, like, oh, well, this will get rid of this invasive species if we put this here. It's the same idea as, say, introducing wolves in upstate New York to take down overpopulation of game. Now, I want you to think about that. That's just an example, but just think about that, and that that's what these people do. They recklessly do this shit, and it's more harmful than, say, letting people hunt and fish as they see fit. And granted, again, if it gets to a point where, like, holy shit, there's no deer, there's no game, nothing, then yeah, obviously people need to slow down. There should be a hunting season. That I agree with, because nowadays people can pretty easily and regularly find food. But paying the amount of money that people pay, hunters and fishermen pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars every year just to be able to go out and hunt and fish, to put this a little extra food in your freezer. And this is by design to make it super expensive so people cannot afford it. The common man can't afford it. That's the idea. Because, as we all know, the royal hunting grounds are always forbidden. So this goes to another topic that I truly believe: we never won our independence from England. We negotiated for it. That's why we pay them money every year. Lots of money. England more than likely decided it was a little too costly to keep sending troops over here to keep fighting us settlers and pioneers. So they made a deal. You pay us, you can tell your people you won your independence, whatever, but in truth, behind closed doors, we still own you. America is not as free as you think. Now, you can do your own research, and this is all conjecture, of course. This is my opinions, but I did look it up and did some research. So there you go, guys. My little tidbit on the royal hunting grounds and how we still follow the practices of England for some weird reason. That's it for me for today, guys. I just wanted to pop in and make this video for y'all. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. Let me know if I missed anything or anything you'd like to add. I hope you guys have a great day. Thumbs up, like, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great day.